Next, I am doing the sum number 30. Sum number 30. Question is given. The debt to equity ratio is given. Debt to equity. On a debt to equity ratio of the company is given 0.5. 0.5:1 is given. Debt to equity ratio is given 0.5:1. Which of the following suggestion would increase, decrease, or not change? First, on a debt to equity ratio. Debt to equity ratio first to debt to equity is given 0.5:1. Suggestion that increase, decrease, or not change. Increase, issue of equity shares. Issue of equity shares. Debt equity ratio increase or decrease or unchanged. Second one, cash received from debtors. Debt equity ratio change or not. Third one, redemption of debentures. Debt equity ratio change or not. Or purchase goods on credit, change or not. So first take one example, and on the basis of example calculate all the ratios. First ratio is given 0.5:1. The 0.5:1, suppose let us suppose debt means debt rupees 1 lakh and shareholders fund rupees 2 lakh. Shareholders fund 2 lakh and suppose debt amount, long term debt amount rupees 1 lakh. We assume that long term debt 1 lakh and shareholders fund rupees 2 lakh. So debt equity ratio 1 lakh by 2 lakh is equal to 0.5:1. This is the answer given. First answer given, debt to equity, suppose debt 1 lakh, shareholders fund 2 lakh, debt equity ratio come 0.5:1. This is the question, it is given in the question. The first question given, question are issue of equity shares. Issue of equity shares, ratio change or not. Issue of equity shares, we can assume that any amount. Suppose equity of shares, option 1. Suppose issue of shares, issue of equity shares rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Long term debt not change. Debt not change. Issue of shares 1 lakh. It means shareholders fund increase rupees 2 lakh plus 1 lakh. Equity share issue 1 lakh. New shareholders fund 2 lakh plus 1 lakh. 2 lakh initial shareholders fund 2 lakh and now issue of shares 1 lakh. So total shareholders fund 3 lakh. So new equity ratio, new debt equity ratio is equal to 1 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 1 lakh. 1 lakh means new issue. So 1 lakh by 3 lakh. Answer come 0.33:1. 0.33 is to 1. That means decrease the ratio. First, initial ratio given 0.5 is to 1. After issuing 1 lakh equity shares, shareholders fund come 3 lakh, and 1 lakh by 3 lakh it come 0.33 is to 1. 0.33 is to 1. 1 lakh by 3 lakh it come 0.33 is to 1. This is the first case. And second case. Second case, issue of cash received from debtors. Cash received from debtors. Cash received from debtors have any change or not? Cash received from debtors, no change the ratio. Number 2, option 2, no change the ratio. Why? Number 1, formula is debt to shareholders fund, long term debt plus long term provision. Cash received from debtors, cash received from debtors, cash amount, not the item of shareholders fund and not the item of long term debt. Neither change debt nor change the shareholders fund. So denominator and numerator, two items, not a single item change. So ratio not change. Number 3 question is given redemption of debentures. Redemption of debentures. Redemption of debentures, change the ratio and decrease the ratio. Decrease the ratio. Why decrease? Question, new debt equity ratio is equal to initial debt 1 lakh. Suppose 50,000 redeem. Shareholders fund, initial shareholders fund 2 lakh. Initial debt 1 lakh. Initial shareholders fund 2 lakh. Suppose redemption of debenture, suppose 50,000 or 10,000 to 80,000, you can take any amount. So new long term debt 50,000 by 2 lakh. Cancel it. 5 by 20, 1 by 4, 1 by 0.4, that means 0.25 is to 1. Ratio decrease and decrease the ratio. Decrease. And fourth one, long term provision. Fourth one, purchase goods on credit. Fourth one, purchase goods on credit. Purchase goods on credit. Change the stock and change the current liabilities. If the purchase of goods on credit, change the current asset means change the stock and change the current liability, creditors. So not change long term borrowings and not change the shareholder funds. So ratio no change.